Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Today, I just want to let you know, if you have a dream or an image of what you think your future's supposed to look like, don't ever let somebody tell you you're crazy or you're dreaming, it's not ever going to happen or anything like that. Because when you focus on what you want, you let go of what you don't want. I mean, we go through what we go through, so you know what you don't want, but you also know what you do want. But when you focus on what you do want and you set the intention that that's what you want and you're not willing to accept anything less, and you know in your heart that it's going to happen, if it's meant to be, it will happen. This happens, it has happened again for me because I knew that God had somebody for me. And the way things have happened, I couldn't have, just like everything else in my life, I couldn't have orchestrated this. I couldn't have made this all fall into place. And I mean, it goes so far back, where I can look at why things happened the way they did, why, how things fell into place. And when you're sitting at dinner, meeting somebody and getting to know them, and the words that are coming out of their mouth are words that you've said to other people, and this person doesn't even know you. This person, there's no way in this world that this person knew that you had said this, especially to who you said it to. But it's like you're listening to yourself talk. And the more you get to find out, and the more you get to know this person, the more that you see that you guys are on the same path in life, and how your lives unfolded the way they were supposed to unfold for you two to be together. People told me I had a list. You don't get to be my age without knowing what you don't want. You also find out what you do want. And I literally had a list because, I've been told, the universe, it's like, order what you want off the menu. There's nothing that's unachievable. God is the best chef in the world. He has the best ingredients in the world. He can create whatever you want. You got to let him know what you want, though. I mean, he knows, but, so I had a list of everything that I wanted. And it was a long one. It was a very long one. And people told me I was crazy. They're like, Pam, nobody's perfect. And I'm like, you know what? I knew. I have seen it in here. I've seen it in my mind's eye. I have felt it in my soul for years. I knew it existed. No one is perfect. I don't want perfect. Perfect is boring. Nobody's perfect. But there is a person that's perfect for me. And I'm perfect for them. That's all I need. I don't need anybody that's perfect. But I will tell you, not once did I waver on what I wanted. I knew what I wanted. Even though people told me I was crazy, I was dreaming, it wasn't going to happen. They thought it was funny. They laughed at me. I never once wavered. I knew in the pit of my soul there was the perfect person out there for me. And so far, I found him. it has been, it has been, it's only been a few weeks, but oh my God, it is like I have stumbled on somebody that it's like I've known him forever. And in things that we've done together, it's like he says things that I haven't said. Again, he doesn't know who I am. I don't know who he is. But things that he has said to me are things that I have felt in my soul. You can't make this up. It's not like we had this discussion and he goes, oh yeah, that's what I think too. Trust me, I've had that too. No. This one? So I'm telling you, if your dreams haven't come true, hang in there. It will happen when it's supposed to happen. It has taken many, many years for this to happen. Where it goes from here, I don't know. But I'm living in the moment. The moments are racing by. It's unbelievable. But, you have to get to a place where, and I've heard this, you have to be in a place where you're happy, regardless of whether it shows up or not. You have to come from a place of love. You have to come from a place of abundance. If you're coming from a place of, I need somebody, or lack, or you don't love yourself, you're not going to get somebody that's going to compliment you the way that you deserve to be complimented. When you finally come to a place where you're worthy, because that is another thing. I've cleared a lot of stuff on myself. And I guess it was a couple months ago, something came up because it was like I always felt like everything happens for everybody else but me. I always get left out. I always get left behind. I had to clear that. I had to work on that. That was blocking what was coming. When that was cleared and I followed my heart and I followed the guidance that God had given me, it unfolded magically. So, like I said, don't ever let somebody, Tiffany agrees, don't ever let somebody tell you you're crazy for what you dream or what you want out of life. Because I'm here to tell you, it will happen when it's supposed to happen. You have to you got to stand firm in your belief and know beyond a shadow of a doubt that it will happen when it's supposed to. I mean, the things that have unfolded in the last couple of weeks, and this is only the beginning. The stuff that God has for me beyond this point, it's unfolding and it's mind-blowing because I knew that was coming too. So anyway, I hope you guys have an amazing day. I hope this has inspired you to keep dreaming. Don't lose faith. Because the other thing, I made a video, what was it? It hasn't been too long ago. And I kind of just made the statement that, I'm ready, but he's not here yet. Well, I mean, he's here, but not in the physical. And I said something about maybe he's not ready. You know what? after hearing his story, he wasn't ready yet. Things happen when they're supposed to happen. Because people laughed at me because of what I do. And they're like, oh, well, if you can do all this magic and you can do all this stuff, where's your guy? It's not just about me. It's a co-creation. Yes, I can't snap my fingers and have him magically appear in front of me. His life has to evolve to be vibrationally equal with me. So I was vibrating way up here, and now he's up here. That is when we joined. I can't make this up. I could lie to you and give you some fantasy thing, whatever, but I'm living it. It is my life, and I thought about it yesterday. I thought, because I was, before I met him, I was happy. I've told you guys, it's like living in heaven every day. This is just, I'm still living in heaven. But it's beyond magical. Is it, I don't want to say is it perfect, because that's not, yes, we're figuring each other out. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, I've never met this person, not in this lifetime. We have spent many lifetimes together. We've done a lot of things in the past together, in past lives. But this lifetime, we are remembering each other is what we're doing. So, like I said, just hang in there. If your dreams haven't come true yet, just make a list. Write down what you want. Know what you don't want, but don't focus on it. If somebody does something that you don't like, make a note of that. But then say, okay, this is what I do want. And focus on what you do want. Focus on the positives. Learn to love yourself and be complete as you are. It's taken me a long time to get here. But that's, I can help you get there. That's what I do. The last few people that I've helped, it's just, it continues. Every session is different. Every session is different. It's not a cookie cutter stamp. Because God knows what you need. I don't. But God wants you happy. God wants to give you everything you want. And then some. You just have to open up to it. And, yes, I had very critical things that needed to be checked off on my list. They're checked off. Even, and I looked at my list the other day and I just kind of laughed. I was like, and there's a couple things that, they're not like 100%, but I was also not 100% on what I want. And it's like, who cares? It's not a make it or break it kind of thing. It's just like, it'd be nice to have this. But there are things that I didn't put on my list that way outweigh those couple of tiny little things that are just like, whatever. So I hope you guys have an amazing day. I am sending you so much love and light. It's been I've been very busy for the last few weeks. So that's why I haven't posted anything. But, like I said, hang on to your dreams. I can't tell you how many times I say this is what I want, and people tell me I'm crazy. And I get it. And it's not because I'm lucky. It's not because, oh, well, no. You have to know how to, it's a system. You have to know how to work the system. And when you do, like I said, magic happens. When it's supposed to happen. And this one goes all the way back. Well, this one goes way back. But as to how things fell into place. But I even thought about it this morning, how I met him, where I met him would not have happened, if I hadn't moved here, but if I hadn't gotten my motorcycle, and I hadn't been told about a group that I ride with. I hadn't opened my heart to help people that needed help, because that led me eventually in a path to where he is. Follow your heart. When you follow your heart, you won't go wrong. And especially, I follow God, because God will never lead you wrong. So anyway, again, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Enjoy your weekend. It's Friday. It's a beautiful sunny day. I'm going to have an outstanding weekend, I can tell you. So anyway, have a great day, and we'll talk soon.